Good morning, everyone. I am Smita ma'am. Today, I am going to make you revise EVS chapter 5 and 6, which you have already studied earlier. First of all, we will discuss about chapter 5, fairs and circuses. Fairs have always been a part of the Indian culture. Even today, most villages have their weekly fairs. These fairs are very colorful. People from nearby villages come to sell their products. They also buy things of daily use from these fairs. In towns and cities, fairs often take the shape of fetes or carnivals. There are many fairs across India. Let's revise some famous fairs or melas held in our country. Ram Leela. In North India, people celebrate Dasahara as the victory of Lord Ram over the demon Ravan. On this day, Lord Ram killed the demon king Ravan. As a commemoration of Ram's triumph, people celebrate Ram Leela Utsav, a popular cultural play. Ram Leela is a 10-day Hindu folk drama held all over India, especially in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Delhi. Ram Leela ends on Vijayadashmi. Kullu Dasahara. Kullu Valley of Himachal Pradesh celebrates a beautiful 10-day festival, Kullu Dasahara. It attracts a large number of tourists from India and abroad. Dasahara Mela in Kota. To mark the occasion of Dasahara, a large mela called the Dasahara Mela is organized in Kota, Rajasthan. It is one of the biggest melas in Rajasthan. Nagpur Fair. Nagpur is a small town in Rajasthan. A fair for trading cattle and camels is held here every year in the month of January and February. It is the second biggest fair in India. People from all over Rajasthan come to buy and sell camels and cattle. Ganga Sagar Fair. This fair is held near the banks of the river Ganga in West Bengal. In January, on the occasion of Makar Sankranti, a large number of people come to take a dip in the holy water of the Ganga. The Goa Carnival. In Goa, a cheerful carnival is held in February for a week every year. Diwali Mela. These fairs are held just before Diwali in places across the country. Cultural programs including magic and puppet shows are organized by professional artists. Pushkar Fair. The cattle fair held at Pushkar in Rajasthan is well known all over India. It is the world's largest camel fair. It is held in October or November every year. People from different parts of India and foreign countries come to enjoy in this fair. Let's revise about circuses. A circus is a group of performers constantly on the move. Exciting activities are performed by human beings as well as animals. Children like to see the well-trained and decorated animals performing on the stage. The acrobats and the trapeze artists perform daring acts. The clowns add fun and laughter to the show. But many great circuses in India and abroad have closed down. Today, many people are not in favor of circuses as they are said to be a form of cruelty to animals. Rising costs and protests from animal rights activists have reduced their popularity. Let's have a look some questions answers related to this chapter. Now I am going to revise chapter 6, that is Journey of Food. Food is very important for us to stay alive. It gives us energy, helps us to grow, protects our body from diseases and keeps us healthy. Very often children who do not eat adequate food fall sick. We eat different types of food. A large portion of our food comes from plants like food grains. We get food grains like rice, wheat, millets, oats and corn from plants. These food grains are called cereals. We get different types of pulses such as kidney beans, black gram, chickpea, dry pea and moth bean from plants. Some of the oil seeds we get from plants are groundnut, mustard and sunflower seeds. We get variety of fruits and vegetables from plants. Plants also give us different kinds of spices. Each spice has a distinct aroma. We get spices such as cardamom, cinnamon, clove, turmeric, cumin seed and black pepper from plants. We use leaves of some plants to make drink called beverages. For example, tea is made from tea leaves. We get coffee from coffee beans. Children, as you know that the food we get to eat undergoes a number of processes before reaching the food. Crops are grown by farmers in a field. To grow food crops, a farmer first prepares his field. He plows the field and sows seeds into the soil. The farmer then adds manures to the soil. He waters them regularly. This process of watering the crops regularly is known as irrigation. The grown crops are then cut by the farmer, which is known as harvesting. The farmer separates grains from the harvested crops, which is called threshing. The collected grains are packed and sent to the wholesale market. A big wholesale market is called mandi. From mandi, the grocers or shopkeepers buys the crops in bulk. Finally, we buy food articles according to our need from this shopkeeper. Let's talk about how we can handle this food? It is very important to handle the food we eat properly. We should not let our food get spoiled or wasted. The food we eat should always be fresh. Eating fresh food keeps us healthy. Spoiled or stale food can cause diseases or food poisoning. We can save our food from spoiling by following some simple steps. Always keep the food covered. Store the food in refrigerator. Store dry items like pulses and rice in airtight containers. As with the growing population of the world, the demand for the food also increasing. So, food should not be wasted. We can avoid wastage of food by following simple steps. Don't put excess food on your plate. Cook food according to the number of people to be served. Give leftover food to needy people. Store food properly so that it does not become stale or get spoiled. Let's revise some question answers related to the chapter.